Gulliver, what can you tell us about the beginnings of the proceedings this Wednesday?
Well, after the prosecution had read out their account of what happened, it was on the 28th of February in Sumy region in northern Ukraine, when Vadim Shishimarin is accused of killing an unarmed villager as he was in a stolen car with 4 other Russian soldiers trying to get away from Ukrainian forces who were chasing them. Vadim Shishimarin immediately pleaded guilty and said that he accepted full responsibility for what happened. But the trial is not over. The next session will be tomorrow. The main reason why they have moved it and didn't continue today is actually because of the intense media interest. I think you can still see journalists behind me talking to the prosecution and the defense lawyers. It wasn't possible at all for all the journalists to fit in the 2 rooms that were available, even for the video transmission, for those that were not in the courtroom itself. Tomorrow there are 2 more witnesses that have to be heard, and then there will be sentencing. The prosecution lawyers have said that the sentencing may be more lenient due to the fact that Vadim Shishimarin pleaded guilty, also due to the fact that he apparently gave himself up to Ukrainian armed forces willingly when he was taken prisoner, but that's not clear. The facts about that have yet to be established, whether that's indeed the case. The prosecution lawyer was at pains to stress how important it is to show that this trial is being conducted absolutely properly, openly, with all due procedures being followed, that it's very important for Russian soldiers to see that they will get a fair trial if they give themselves up to Ukrainian forces, and that might be their least worst option.
This is a crucial moment for Ukraine and Ukrainians. It's a process in getting some form of accountability, right?
Absolutely, and it's the first of many. The General Prosecutor of Ukraine, Irina Venediktova, has said that they've got 40 Russian soldiers currently in detention who could be put on trial for war crimes. There's another court hearing actually tomorrow in Poltava region of 2 Russian soldiers who are accused of shelling Ukraine from across the Russian border at the very beginning of the invasion on the 24th of February, before then crossing into Ukraine themselves and being captured by Ukrainian forces. And there are all sorts of different war crimes that are on the list of those of which Russian soldiers can be accused and have been accused. They range from shelling of civilian areas, damaging civilian property, but also, of course, killing civilians who are unarmed with guns, as was the case of Vadim Shishimarin. But there are also Russian soldiers who have been accused of rape, of looting. There's a whole range of war crimes of which Russian soldiers have been accused. I mentioned 40 who are currently in detention. The number of cases that have been opened by Ukrainian prosecutors is more than 10,000, I believe. But of course, the vast majority of those Russian soldiers are not currently in Ukrainian custody.
Gulliver Cragg.